What's up guys, Sarah here. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. I am sitting in the 2017 Lexus NX 300H. So this is the hybrid model. This also comes just in the basic 300 and then the 300F Sport as well. So there's three different models for this SUV. It is also their smallest SUV, which is also a crossover. They name it as both, so very interesting from Lexus. The interior of this car, as you can see, is awesome. You'll get a closer look at it. I just love what they did with the two-tone on this. Something else I love about this car, if you don't know, I am 5'5", so I am short. A lot of cars, the seat moves back when you turn it off and then forward when you push the power on. For short people like me, once it's back, I can't reach the pedal very well to turn the car on. I am very far back. But in this car, you take the seatbelt, you plug it in, and then it moves you right to the position instead of having to wait for the car to turn on. So now I can turn it on with ease. And since it's the hybrid, it is super quiet. So it's on, which is awesome. So
Haley, they're expecting their first new.
So it's really nice to have it being this quiet when you just turn on the car and then the engine kicks in. So the battery starts, engine is now in. Nice, really comfortable. The leather on the steering wheel is great. Something else that I'll show you too on the steering wheel is it's not all heated. Only the part that you really hold, so at like 10 and 2 is gonna be heated, which is awesome. So if you've seen me drive though, I drive like this with my hand up top and I have another hand at the bottom, which is not the safest way to drive. So keeping me really at 9 and 3 is the safest way to go. So after driving this car around for about a week, I have very mixed feelings on it. I do like it. It's pretty comfortable. The MPG on this, it averages I think like 33, which for a hybrid is okay. Again, Lexus has it made with the styling. There's a few little things, tweaks and stuff that personally I don't like. You might like it, I just don't. They're weird, just like it has the trackpad, which I'll show you later when I do the interior. So it has more touch in moving things instead of knobs and buttons, which I enjoy. Another thing it has that the Toyota Camry I reviewed also had was the heated seats or cooled seats. It has both, which is nice, but they don't automatically turn off. So when you hop into your car, it's whatever your last setting is. And honestly, for most people, that's great. Most of the time, your temperature is going to be about the same wherever you are. I live in Dallas, so it will be, I don't know, 50 in the morning and then 80 in the afternoon. So for that, for me, not a fan. I just like to turn it off and on my own with my own will. So let me kind of show you the interior of the car, and then we will take it on the road and I'll kind of tell you how it drives. Okay, so the interior here is pretty nice. We have the different modes. So this is all the modes for the audio. So you can see, you just go through the source, you get the FM, AM, portable player, auxiliary. There's also the AV. So you can, oops. We don't want music on there. Sorry, no copywriting on here. And then just the whole knob system here, the park. So I've been getting 23.8 mpgs, which is much lower than they will say. And as you can see, the car just shut off. It's in EV mode, so now we're just using the battery instead of the engine. So for me, I've been driving in sport mode a lot, so that has just made the economy go way down. Haven't really been charging it, did a little on the highway, all of that. So we have the phone buttons, and so of course we have this. You can change the mode. Look there. There's actually a lot of information just on here. You can see the audio, all this, no messages, the EV, and then you can switch settings, change your units, change your language, all of that. So all these, you can do the door here. The heated steering wheel, which is awesome. But like I said, it only goes from here. You can see the little notch right here down to here. So not your whole steering wheel is heated, but for the most part, most people aren't touching anymore besides that. And just the center console like this clock looks really nice. I'm a fan. It's kind of weird because there is not another clock like on here that's easily accessible. So if you don't know how to tell time on an original clock, you only do digital, this is going to be a little bit of a problem for you. So you have the separate temperatures for passenger, driver, all of this. Then they have the trackpad. So for those of you who have seen any of my other videos, I'm not the biggest fan of trackpads just because you can't be like exactly certain with what you're getting. Again, something you get used to. EV mode, traction control. So you do eco, you push for normal, and twist for sport, which is fun. So it's really easy to switch that around. One really, really nice feature, but then there's like a mirror in there as well, which is nice. So you have a little mirror, and then we have the charging pad if your phone does that. Room for the purse, room for the USB. There's 2 there. There's also the aux plug, 12 volt, everything really in here. And there's this little spot that the cords can just come out right through there. Oh, these seats seriously are so nice with the super dark chocolate with the cream. And you can see it just wraps all the way around the door with the contrasting stitching on everything. The glove box is neat. You push it open, so you have lots and lots of room in there. So you can see there's actually a lot more room than most SUVs of this side. You get a little first aid kit. I got some Coke Life, not sponsored, but this stuff is great. So Coca-Cola, if you'd like to sponsor me, go ahead. And it's nice. You have little tethers. You can pull those. It's all power seating. You even have some lights, an extra 12 volt back here. And then here's how you push the seats down. Pop it down. It's all power, which is so nice and easy. And I know this is really important. If you see the value in this, you get it to just be able to push a button and put the seats down instead of having to climb around, move stuff around. So you really do get a lot of space in this car. So that's the interior. Like I said, I love the interior. Lexus, it's what they are known for, is the interiors in the car. So let's take it on the road. We also have sport mode, which I don't really need in this car. So we'll start out in normal and see how things go. So driving this car around, it's in a very interesting spot for me because it is a hybrid, so it doesn't have the full power as you're driving it around. Off the line, of course, that torque from the batteries, you get hit right away for the first about 20, maybe 30 miles an hour you hit, and then you just kind of coast on up. I know the 0 to 60 in this is about 9.1 seconds. This is not a super sporty vehicle that you are getting, obviously. You're getting the styling, but it's really comfortable. It's really nice to drive around in. Like, this is something I could see, like a mommy mobile, driving your kids, going to the grocery store, running errands, doing all of that, especially since it is the hybrid. So you're getting pretty good gas mileage around town. So honestly, the pickup on this car is not great, but it's also not bad depending on what you're doing. If you're looking for a sports car, a sporty pickup in your smaller SUV, get the F Sport type. It's about the same price as a hybrid. Of course, the gas mileage goes down just a little bit. Everything, since you're sportier, you're not going to get the same MPGs. You're not going to get all the same things. You're going to have a little different handling, a bigger engine, of course, no battery power, all of that. So there's a lot of difference that we'll actually probably go through at the end of this video for what you're looking for in this car. So for this car, honestly, I don't really have anything big against it. I would not get it just because I personally do not like this small SUV class. I would rather drive a sedan or a larger SUV. This size just isn't quite my cup of tea. I know tons of people who have this. I actually used to have a Ford Escape like a long time ago in college. So I'm not completely opposed, but having that car, I just found I would rather go for a bigger SUV. I do like being higher off the ground than in a sedan, so you can really see where you're going, what you're doing, all of that stuff. The exterior styling on this vehicle is great. I mean, just look at it. The lines are so nice and clean. The grille is beautiful on this car. The back, the side, really everything on this SUV is gorgeous. Lexus did such a great job. And again, those lights, the grills, the LEDs, everything going on with this vehicle is so nice and really just makes it all go together. Okay, now that we're parked, and you can see, buckle the seatbelt, everything goes back into place to let you have some room to get into the car. So let's talk about the 3 different models or selections you can make if you are looking at this vehicle and what you should be looking at. So the difference in price between the hybrid and the F Sport is about, I think the hybrid's like $50 more than the F Sport, and then compared to the base model, it's only about $2,500 difference. So looking at that, if you're looking at any of these models, there's not a lot of competition between price. It's just about what different things you're going to add on to it. So when thinking about that, I would not recommend getting the base for an extra $2,500. If you want a little more power, you can go for the F Sport. If you want it to be more eco-friendly and get a little bit of better gas mileage, if you do a lot of driving around town, don't really need all that power and everything, go for the hybrid. It's a big toss-up between all of those, so it really just depends on what you personally are looking for in a vehicle or what you're going to really do with this car. So for me, I prefer to have a little more power, a little more off the line. I just drive cars to have fun, and that's something that I personally look for. So I want something with a little more pickup, a little more get up and go, a little more horsepower. I don't mind the torque of an electric car if it gets you up there. So this one does kind of give a little bit of that in sport mode. But if you're between them, I would highly recommend just kind of test driving all of them and seeing which one just feels better for you if you are between them. Again, a little, if you want sporty, go for the Sport. If you just want an everyday vehicle, get the hybrid. Save a little more money on gas and all of that. But again, your gas mileage, your MPG is all going to depend on how you drive the car. As you can see for me, I do not get anywhere near that when I'm testing it out because I am not speeding, but getting speed quickly and braking quickly. So I'm not letting this car have the regen it needs. Most other cars, if I'm just driving them around town on my daily drivers, I get better mileage than is quoted. So I'm sure this will do great. I just can't say for sure what you're gonna get, just depending on what you drive. So again, that is something, if you're looking at a car for MPG, see what you're actually getting in the car with the way you're driving versus what they're gonna quote you, because they do quote a more conservative figure for the most part. Well, I think that's about it on this car. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you like this car, if you own it, like, tell me what you think, how you like it. Do you have someone who owns it? Are you looking at it? Just let me know in the comments. We can talk about it, see what's going on. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button if you enjoyed watching me doing the video. And if you really enjoyed watching me, you can hit that bell icon so you'll be alerted every time I have a new video coming up. And also, let me know any cards you want me to review, and I'll definitely try and get to them as soon as possible. I have a little bit of a slowdown with the holidays coming up right now, but very soon I'll be able to get right back in gear and get a lot more cars done and reviews for you, or any other types of car reviews or anything like that you're looking for. Let me know any ideas for videos. I had a subscriber ask me to do a live video, which I did the Kia Rio review live, which was super interesting, so I will give it a try. And thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.